I mean, I always have leftovers in my fridge. Like, that's how I grew up eating. You never waste anything in the Asian household.
Amen.
Ever.
Amen.
Yeah. So basically, stock is one of the things that I always have in my pantry, in my freezer, in my fridge. And you can actually make stock very easily with leftovers.
Yes.
Veggies, like the peels.
The peel is, this leftover, don't throw it away. This has so much flavor for your stock. I'm loving your stock already.
Yeah, exactly.
Stems.
Like any leftover veggie scraps, that all goes in. And then you can even leave it in your freezer, right? So you can have it all.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah. Sometimes you just have a little bit at a time.
Right? And then rotisserie chicken is one of those things where I feel like everyone loves, and it's super easy. Yeah. The carcass, we save.
So you're gonna pour some water over this.
Yep, just cover it and
you
have leftover water?
Leftover water.
That's
I was
rainwater
literally about
from
to say
the
that.
eaves.
So that's gonna bubble up.
Bubble up, hour or two, set it and forget it. And then after a while, you strain it and you get this beautiful stock.
It really does make the biggest difference to make that homemade stock.
It does, and it's so easy. Like, you just use everything that you have in your fridge that you would throw away, but you're making stock instead. So the stock is ready to go. And then what I love to do, I always have leftover rice. So stock, I add the rice to the stock, and then I make congee, which is like a porridge, right? And this is a big staple in Asian cuisine. And I grew up eating this. My grandmother made this for me all the time, especially when you're sick, but now I just eat it every morning.
Basically, so far, it's cost nothing to make this.
Yeah, nothing. Exactly, exactly. And that's all you do. You let this simmer, and then it just gets like nice and thick, and then gets porridgey. All the starch is releasing, and then it looks kind of like this, right? And
How long does that take to get to that stage?
I would say like 15, 20 minutes.
Oh, okay,
and then,
so pretty fast.
Yeah, pretty fast. But this is kind of the consistency that I'm looking for. So this is breakfast. So classically, eggs get poached in the congee. And I love doing that, yeah. You can swirl it in, but I like it poached because then you get that runny center. Yeah, so you let it simmer, and then basically you just make like little wells here. Like 4 little...
Esther, is this always made with leftover rice, or do you ever just put dry rice into the broth and let it cook from there?
You can, it just takes forever.
Okay, so it's a better leftover dish.
I think as a leftover dish, way better. It's just easier because then it's gonna cook for like an hour. And for breakfast, I only have like 10 minutes, so this is what I'm doing. So basically, you just... throw in the eggs.
Have like a little bed to hang out on. You don't have to.
And I always think like 1 egg per person. So if it's like 4 people, I'll do 4 eggs. If it's 1 person, just me, just 1 egg. And then what I do is kind of like take some of the sides and then do it
So
kind of.
interesting.
Yeah.
I'm so excited to try this.
So then you just cover it and it poaches 5-6 minutes.
Crazy.
But Sunny, if you can cut some scallions for me.
White and green parts?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Both. I like using it all.
Yeah, same.
And then there's some like chicken too, if we want to shred some chicken and add it to the top. But basically, that's
It's a breakfast, so the chicken is maybe for lunch.
chicken for lunch. I mean, if you have the chicken for breakfast, like that's extra protein. And that's basically it. Would you guys just like to try some?
Yeah, jeez. Wow. So nice, so interesting.
I know. I'm so excited to try this.
It's so good, and it's like very comforting. Can I dress your congee?
Whatever you think is appropriate.
Okay. Whatever you have laying around, I just top my bowl.
Does not look like leftovers, by the way.
This is, I mean,
Looks like,
That's the key to great leftovers, right? If you're really going to remix it,
So that's garlic chips, and what was the first thing?
fried shallots.
Oh, shallots.
Yeah, I mean, this is, you can buy it at a grocery store, or you can make it. And then some fresh chilies. I don't know if you like spicy, but... And then this is furikake, which is nori, seaweed, sesame seeds, some
seasoning and stuff, right?
like garlic. You want to throw some chicken on top of that?
Yeah, cheesy.
while you're at it, could you
Side
just
over here.
make me a Manhattan, too, to go with
A little
that?
breakfast serving vibe.
I'm so excited about this because I didn't know congee was so easy to make.
It's so simple.
Yeah.
It's like stock and rice, literally.
I would definitely make this. My husband would be so happy.
I would never think you'd take the rice and cook it again.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, I say breakfast, but you could do this breakfast, lunch, or dinner, right? It's like, it's something
I mean, look at that. That is beautiful.
Yeah. And if you have things
Going
like
right for the egg.
kimchi or
Oh, look at that.
chili
Look
oil,
at that.
things like that.
Oh, perfectly right.
Perfectly poached. Oh, man. That's
Perfectly
it.
I want one no chicken. I just want to
No
taste
chicken.
the congee.
Okay, got it.
I feel like I'm eating velvet, if that could be a thing.
Right? And
It's so satisfying, so warming, so perfectly balanced. Wow. That's a real learning curve right there.
oh, you
So
have
delicious.
a spoon. Okay,
so
great.
delicious. Wow. That is a real mind-blowing.
So easy.
Esther, thank you so much for stopping by.
Yes,
This
thank
was
you.
so much fun and so yummy.